Hola clase y bienvenidos a la clase de español. Today we're going to talk about telling time in Spanish. Now, telling time in Spanish, there's actually two ways to do it, and I'm going to teach you the way that the Spanish Academy of Spain says is right and proper. So while there are many other ways, and while us living in Texas, we may find that this way is not the common way, this is the way that we're going to tell time in our class. All right, so in Spanish, we divide up the clock in half. So anywhere from, starting at 01 through 29, we're going to use the current hour that means and or plus the current minutes. Okay, for example, if it was, let's say, 3:07, and I said, ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? I would say, son las 3:07. If it was 4:25, I would say son las 4:25. So you see we have the current hour, tres, and the current minutes, siete. Same thing here, we have the current hour, cuatro, and current minutes, 25. So that's what to do if the minute hand is on this side of the clock. Okay, we only look at the minutes for that. If the minute hand is somewhere from 31 through 59, this is where it gets a little bit complicated, a little bit confusing. We're going to take the next hour and we're going to say menos, which is minus, the number of minutes left in the hour. In essence here we're saying it's 10 minutes till 7. It's 10 minutes till 4. Okay, so let's do another example. If I said it was 3:57, okay, so now my minutes are over here. So I'm going to say son las, the next hour, I'm literally going to say it's 3 minutes till 4. So it's son las 4 menos, how many minutes are left in the hour? 3. Son las 4 menos 3. Literally it's 4 minus 3 minutes. 4 o'clock minus 3 minutes. If it were 4:35, okay, so now we're right here, I would say son las, next hour, 5 menos, how many minutes are left in the hour? 25. So now I'm saying literally it's 25 minutes to 5. Son las 5 menos 25. Now again, it will not be uncommon where we live to hear people say son las 4:35. Okay, it's 4:35. But the Spanish Academy states that once it's past 30 minutes, we need to subtract from the next hour. Okay, so you may have noticed that I'm using the phrase son las here. Son las, son las. Okay, and there is an instance in which we will not use son las. If we were saying any time from 1 o'clock to 1:30, or any time from 12:31 to 12:59. Okay, in that case, because there's only 1 hour being stated, we're actually going to use the phrase es la una. Okay, because again, there's only 1 hour, so our verb has to match the number of hours. Down here, we had 3 hours, so it has to be plural. 4 hours, so it has to be plural. But here we only have 1 hour. So if I was going to say it is 1:17, I would say es la, I'm on the right hand side of the clock, so es la 1:17. Or if I were going to say that it was 12:50. Okay, now my minutes are on the left hand side of the clock. So I'm going to go up to the next hour, which is 1 o'clock. So I'm going to say es la 1 menos, how many minutes till the next hour? 10. Okay, now there's some vocabulary that I want to throw at you as well, and then we'll do a few examples. Okay. All right. If I were going to say that it is something 30, I would say son las, or es la blank y media, literally and a half. So if I'm going to say that it is 12:30, I would say son las 12:30. Okay? The 15-minute mark, we're going to use the phrase y cuarto, literally and a quarter. So if it is 3:15, son las 3:15. Y cuarto. If it's the 45, we're going to use menos cuarto, saying minus a quarter or a quarter till. So if it's 3:45, I would say son las 4 menos cuarto. It's 4 o'clock minus a quarter. If it's the hour on the dot, that's what en punto means. En punto means on the dot. So if it's 4 o'clock on the dot, son las 4 en punto. It is 4 o'clock on the dot. Okay, if I'm talking about noon, 12 o'clock noon, I can say es el mediodía. Literally, it's midday. Mediodía. If it's midnight, I can say es la medianoche. It's midnight. Literally, it is the middle of the night. Medianoche. And we also have a few other phrases to help us with what part of the day it is. So if I wanted to say in the morning, de la mañana equals in the morning. De la tarde equals in the afternoon. De la noche equals in the night. Okay, so in the morning can start pretty much at any time, usually around 6 or 7 o'clock, and it goes until noon. So we'll say 6 a.m. to 12 noon. Okay, afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, if you're in a Spanish-speaking country, it's going to be a little bit later, but 12 noon till about 6 p.m. And then in the night is going to be from 6 p.m. to midnight. Okay, and what about that time from midnight to 6 a.m.? We say de la madrugada. And that's in the wee hours of the morning. Okay, so that's going to be really early in the morning, de la madrugada. Okay, all right, let's do just a few examples. Remembering our clock and our minutes, if we were to say it is 1:15, okay, so first of all, we're going to look at the fact that our clock, our minute hand, is on the right-hand side of the clock, okay? So we're going to take the current hour plus the current minutes, all right? Now, we also have to look at the fact that we're at 1 o'clock, so we're going to start with es la. Then we're on the right-hand side, so just to help us with our color coding, I'm going to stay with our color scheme here. Una y, now we also had a phrase for 15, so we're going to say una y cuarto. Okay. What about if I said it's 2:53? Okay, again, paying attention to our minutes. Our minutes now, because it's 53, are over here on the left-hand side. So we're going to take the next hour minus the number of minutes left in the current hour. Okay, so we're going to start with, it's 2, so we're going to say son las, but the next hour is 3. Son las 3 menos, minus the number of hours left. How many minutes are left? 7. Okay. If I wanted to say it is 6:30. Remember that we have a set phrase for 30, so that's the phrase that we're going to use. So we're going to say es la or son las? Son las, because we have more than 1 hour. 6, we're going to take the current hour, plus our phrase for and a half, y media. Son las 6:30. Let's just do 2 more. What if I had 10:18? Okay, we're looking again at the fact that our minutes, because it's 18, are on the right-hand side. I'm going to take the current hour, which is 10, plus the current minutes, which is 18. So we say son las, current hour, 10, y current minutes, 18. Let's just take one more. Let's take 12:50. All right, so we know that our minutes are going to be on the left-hand side. So we're going to take the next hour minus the number of minutes left in the hour. So the next hour is going to be 1 o'clock. So if the next hour is 1 o'clock, do we have to use es la or son las? We're going to use es la. It's the next hour, so we're going to say una menos. And how many minutes are left until 1 o'clock? 10. Okay. Hope all this made sense to you. If it didn't, please feel free to ask questions in class. And hope you enjoyed the lesson. Y hasta luego. Bye-bye.